Alright, so hello everyone. My name is Dipmali Bakchi and I'm back with Ecopath. And today we are going to be learning a very important scheme which is actually very much relevant for the exams RBI, Grade B, Nabard, and UPC as well. So this scheme is very much in news and new updates are coming on this news. So it's very important that we cover this scheme in a holistic manner. Okay. So obviously the name of the scheme is the new Swarnima loan scheme for women. Now from the name you can have a basic idea that the scheme is referring uh, to give a loan, right? A loan to this women, right? But the question that we have is that is the loan available for all the women? No, the the loan is only available for women of the backward classes, right? Women belonging to the backward classes can avail this loan, and the scheme is actually under the Ministry of Social Justice and Welfare, right? Now, I'll tell you one thing. Whenever you see that a scheme is based on social security or it's talking about the backward classes and all, it's majorly possible that it belongs to the Ministry of Social Justice and Welfare, right? So whenever you get options, you can follow the instinct that it will be uh, a part of the Ministry of Social Justice and Welfare. It might be a scheme which has more than one ministry, but it's like very much evident, right, that it will be uh, the scheme that belongs to mainly the Ministry of Social Justice and Welfare. Now, the agency working for this scheme is the National Backward Classes Finance and Development Corporation. It's NBCFDC. Now, this NBCFDC is an agency which works under the nodal Ministry of Social Justice and Welfare, right? So the head ministry is this one, and the agency is NBC FDC. The full form is also very much important. It can be asked in the exam for sure, right? Now, the launch year of the scheme is not known properly. The government doesn't has no clear cut launch year of the scheme. Somewhere it's written 2019, somewhere way before, and new updates are coming. So be assured that whenever a scheme or a date is not clearly mentioned in the government portal by the central government, it has no chance of coming in the examination. Okay, very rare chance. So you can be assured of that. Now, what is the objective of this particular scheme, right? So basically, as you can see, the name suggests that the ministry is or the government is wanting to provide a term loan to the women who belong to the backward classes, right? So suppose let's take an example, Miss Arti, right? Suppose Miss Arti belongs to uh, the SC caste, and she is willing to take a term loan to open a business or any project, right? So she is a beneficiary of this program, and she can go to the agency in BCFDC and she can ask for a term loan under this scheme, right? So that is very important. And a term loan means that you don't need to pay like installments. You can give the amount in the end of the loan period, right? Suppose the loan period is for 8 years, you can pay the amount in the end as well. So that's a good thing because you have more time to establish or grow your business so that you can pay the amount later, right? Now, what are the criteria for the eligibility, right? It's very basic. The women has to be a beneficiary, like will be a beneficiary if her age is between 18 to 55. Less than 18 won't work, and above 55 won't work as well. So she needs to be a part of this age bracket, right? And the family income of the women has to be less than 3 lakhs annually, right? Has to be 3 lakhs, less than 3 lakhs annually, and more than that, if she has a family income more than that, she won't be eligible to be a beneficiary under the scheme, right? So obviously, if you have the potential to earn more, like why the government should give you so much benefit, right? They should not. They should help you when you are like not capable of having a good standard of living by yourself, so they will help you, right? Now, what is the feature of this particular loan scheme? So the loan available for each beneficiary is a maximum of 2 lakhs, right? the government will give a maximum of 2 lakhs, not more than that. And the good thing about this particular scheme is that there is no margin payment. There is no margin payment. Now, what is a margin payment? Many of the schemes, if you take the example of the Stand Up India scheme, which is under the Ministry of Finance, right? There also, like, the government provides a loan to SCs and women mainly, right? But they charge a margin payment over there. Now, let me give you an example. Suppose Miss Aarti goes to the NBC DFC and she asks for a loan for 2 lakhs. Now the government will say, okay, we'll sanction a loan for 2 lakhs, but the 1.5 lakhs will be given by us and the rest 50,000 will be given by you. So that's the margin payment which you need to pay as well along with the loan. But here, because there is no margin payment, the benefit is that the beneficiary can actually save the cash that they had to pay to avail the loan to build their business. That is a plus point, because then they don't have to think about the margin payment. They don't have to pay anything to the government to avail the loan. They can grow the business, and if you see, all the aspects are trying to make the beneficiary grow their business, right, to get a better livelihood. That's a great initiative by the government itself. And now let's talk about the pattern of financing the loan, right? Now, as we talked, NBC FDC, the agency, will be financing. Okay, here it will be NBC FDC, right? So NBC FDC will have a pattern, will finance 95% of the loan. Suppose the beneficiary is taking 1 lakh, right? So 95,000 will be given by the NBC FDC, and the channeling partner will give the rest of the amount. Now you might have a question, who is the channeling partner? Now see, suppose Miss Aarti goes to the agency and she's like, okay, give me 1 lakh rupees, I want to start this business, and she shows all the documents and all. Now obviously NBC FDC won't give her the amount directly, right? They will find an intermediary who will give her the finance through, maybe it can be a bank or NBFC or whatever, right? So this bank, suppose the bank is SBI, right? Suppose SBI is the bank. So here SBI is the channeling partner, and they will be financing 5% of loan amount. Now, what is the benefit of the channeling partner, right? Like, suppose the channeling partner is doing this. So what is their benefit? Their benefit is that they will take an interest of 5% from, suppose, Miss Aarti. SBI will take interest of 5%, but they have to give back to the NBC FDC only 2% of it. Now this 3% is the benefit of the channeling partner, right? So they take 5%, but they give back only 2%. The remaining is the profit of the channeling partner. That's why they are actually financing the loan, right? Perfect. And the repayment time of this particular loan is 8 years. So you have to pay back the amount by 8 years, and because it's a term loan, at the end of 8 years, right? Perfect. Now there is also a moratorium period of 6 months. Now what is a moratorium period? Like, moratorium period is the time when you don't have to pay anything, when nothing is calculated, like no interest is calculated on the period, right? So you have a fair chance to not give anything to the government or to the uh, lender, and you can look just to grow your business, and that's a good initiative. This scheme will surely help the women of the backward classes to find a new way of life, and that is something which is very much important. Now, just to make sure that all these points are enough for this scheme, you don't need to know anything else, right? Everything here is fine. And if you see that what you see that the ministry, again, if you revise, the ministry is Ministry of Social Justice and Welfare. The agency is National Backward Classes Finance and Development Corporation, right? And the launch year is not clearly mentioned. The objective is to give a term loan to the women of backward classes, and the eligibility of the women is 18 to 55 years. The family income is up to 3 lakhs, right? 1 second. Yeah, and annually, and the loan is for up to 2 lakhs, and there is no margin payment required. NBC FDC will finance 95% of it, and the channeling partner will give 5%. The beneficiary will give back an interest rate of 5%, but NBC FDC will receive only 2%. The remaining is the profit of the channeling partner, and the repayment period is 8 years, and it has a moratorium of 6 months. That's it. Don't need anything else. That's enough. This is a very important scheme. Just remember few names like NBC, FDC, then like the Ministry of Social Justice and Welfare, right? Then 8 years, right? Max 2 lakhs, okay? Then the age should be between 18 to 55. Max family income is what? It is 3 lakhs annually, right? These are some questions which can be very much important regarding this, and the rate of interest is 5%. Now you need to know these facts very well, and the schemes which are in news, right, they hold great importance. So any questions can come from here, any objective or any fact based. So you should be very much aware of it. So you should revise this more and more, right? I hope you have liked it, and I will be back in the next session with a new scheme. And anything else, if I get any update and all, I will be surely updating on this channel on Ecopath, and you can come back and learn about that as well. Now, if you see that this is a great scheme, the next scheme that we'll talk about is the Namaste scheme, and it also belongs to the Ministry of Social Justice and Welfare. And there's one more ministry, that is Ministry of Urban Affairs, okay, Housing and Urban Affairs, and we will talk about that as well. But keep revising, okay. And today we will also have a session on descriptive writing. We will have a question, and that's how we'll go for it, right? So till then, take care. If you have any doubts, write down in the comments, and do join again in the next video. Thank you so much. Till then, take care and goodbye.